Hi, I'm Julia, Reference Librarian at McAllen Public Library. Welcome to the Virtual Traveler, where we'll be exploring the world using Google Street View. Be sure to stay tuned after the tour for some library book recommendations. Today we'll be visiting the fascinating and historic city of Cairo, Egypt. The Cairo metropolitan area has a population of over 20 million people and is the sixth largest in the world. What we'll be visiting today, however, are a few of the historic sites that can truly transport you to another time and place. What most people think of when they imagine Cairo are the pyramids, and those are amazing, but we'll save those for the end of this tour to highlight some of the lesser known but equally fascinating sites. When you imagine Cairo, you probably think of Aladdin and the genie and the lamp out in the sands of the Sahara Desert. While the landscape does indeed look like the Disney movie, there are so many more stories set in this fascinating location. A few suggestions that you can check out on the McAllen Library's ebook app are The Queue by Basma, Abdel, Aziz, Anatomy of a Disappearance by Hisham, Matar, The Last Watchman of Old Cairo by Michael David Lukas, the Elizabeth Peters Mystery Series, and the Daevabad trilogy by S.A. Chakraborty. Another suggestion that you can find on the shelves at the McAllen Library is The Visitors by Sally Beauman. Now that you have several reading suggestions to continue your explorations, let's get started with our tour. The iconic pyramids of Giza that most people think of when they imagine Cairo are actually just outside the edge of the city. The pyramids are more than 4,000 years old, but the modern city of Cairo was founded in the year 969 AD by the Fatimid dynasty. During this early period, Cairo became a center of learning and is home to the third oldest university in the world. The Library of Alexandria might not exist anymore, but the Library of Cairo during this period contained hundreds of thousands of books. Cairo also flourished as the crossroads of the spice trade, connecting Africa, Europe, and Asia. By the year 1340, Cairo had a population of close to 500,000 people, making it the largest city west of China. The predominant religion in Cairo was and is Islam, and the city is often called the City of 1,000 Minarets. However, there is a large minority of Christians that include the Coptic Orthodox Church and the Greek Orthodox Church. Sadly, the plague that killed so many people in Europe in the Middle Ages also affected Cairo. During the 1300s and 1400s, approximately 200,000 people were killed by the plague, reducing the city's population to between 15 to 300,000. When Napoleon reached Cairo in the year 1798, the city's population was 40% lower than it had been at its height. Last but certainly not least, the iconic pyramids of Giza stand at the edge of the modern city, with the large metropolis visible in the background. The pyramid complex contains three main pyramids as well as the Great Sphinx. The pyramids were constructed as tombs for the mummies of the pharaohs after their deaths, and proper care and protection of the remains was essential because it was thought that part of the pharaoh's spirit, called the Ka, stayed with the mummified body. The largest pyramid was constructed between 2580 to 2560 BC. The method of construction remains a mystery to this day. It is generally agreed among Egyptian scholars that the pyramids were built by moving huge stones from a quarry and dragging and lifting them into place. But no one knows exactly how the huge stones were dragged and lifted. If you're fascinated by any of this and want to get more of a taste of Egypt, check out the library book recommendations at the end of this tour. This was Julia, and thank you for watching. Be sure to follow MPL Adults on Facebook and McAllen Public Library on YouTube, and don't miss any of our virtual programs.